In 2005, our league was born as a 10-team league which operated under standard ESPN scoring. The league entry fee was $10. We started a quarterback, a running back, a flex spot, 2 receivers, a tight end, and a defense and a kicker. Our teams were drafted using the auto pick feature, which meant that we had no say in who we drafted. 4 teams made the playoffs, and playoff matchups were 2 weeks long. Theodore beat Mays in the semis, Lomas beat me in the semis, and Theodore ultimately defeated Lomas to win the first ever PTFFL league title. He is considered the godfather of the league. Jump to 2006, where Cossack and Grech are removed from the league, and Wolcott, Spencer, McGonigal, and Easton are added to make the league a 12-team league. The league entry fee is doubled to $20. Wolcott drafts Carson Palmer in the first round, and a retired Jimmy Smith in the 5th round of our first live online draft. The online draft freezes for several members halfway through the 10th round. Kevin Noon calls me and says that he will not play if we do not redraft. We do not redraft, but Noon plays anyway. The league scoring is tweaked, and passing TDs are now worth 6 points. Rosters remain the same as 2005, and a third of the league doesn't bother to set their lineups. Playoffs are expanded to 8 teams, with each playoff matchup only lasting 1 week. 5th-seeded Mark Easton runs a table to claim his title. 2007 rosters remain the same. The league fee is increased to $30. Wolcott, Spencer, and McGonigal are removed, while Wilcox, DeFazio, and Falicetti are added. Passing TDs are now worth 5 points, while safeties are worth 10, and a missed extra point is worth -5 points. The draft is held live at my place and features a draft board that had been crafted out of 2 pieces of poster board. Falicetti goes 2-11, while Mays rides LT to an 11-2 record. Both of the current best and worst records in league history. Mays and Lomas pull a fast one in the league, which results in Brian Westbrook becoming the newest part of Mays' team. Mays cruises through the playoffs en route to his first ever fantasy title. After the season, the Mays-Lomas rule is put into effect to prevent any type of collusion from ever happening again. Enter 2008, our rosters are expanded to include an additional running back slot. Passing TDs are reduced to 4, while all other scoring categories remain the same. The league fees again increased, this time to $40. The league members remain the same for the first time in league history. Brady's season ends due to injury in the first quarter of Week 1. This injury places a curse on Wilcox's team that is yet to be broken. Through an abundance of trash talk between Nat and myself, the Turkey Bowl was drafted for the first time ever on the league message board. Team Nat wins. Perhaps the worst beat in the history of the league occurs when I am defeated in the first round of the playoffs when Matt Bryan misses an extra point late in the 4th quarter, propelling Easton to a 2-point victory. The touchdown that set up that extra point was scored by Antonio Bryant, who was on Noon's team. This long touchdown pass proved to be the deciding factor in Noon's matchup that week. Noon rides the momentum of Antonio Bryant and eventually beats Easton by 14 points in the finals. 2009 sees an increase in the league fee, moving from $40 to $60. The league remains the same with the exception of Grech re-entering the league as a co-owner to Mays. I attain a fake 1-800 number and began deceiving Nat into thinking that he has won an autographed Larry Fitzgerald football. He asked that the autograph be made out to the McMiniman family while telling all of his friends that he got it personalized to say "Go Steelers." The prank is exposed by me at Pizzazz after the annual Turkey Bowl game. Again, Team Nat won that game. Lomas benches his quarterback and wide receiver in the Sunday Night Football game in order to keep Team Pitts out of the playoffs, thus giving birth to the Lomas-Pitts rule. Falicetti rides CJ and Ray Rice to the finals, where he beats me by 6 points to claim his first ever fantasy football crown. In 2010, the league fee hit triple digits for the first time, and a feisty debate ensues on the message board as to how to distribute the money. The debate remains to this day as to whether the best team is the team with the most points or the best record. A handcrafted trophy made of wood and a wicker basket is unveiled at Mays' house before the 2010 draft. The draft takes place using an electronic software for the first time in league history. Nat joins Falicetti as a co-owner, which results in Peony and Lutz joining the league. For the first time ever, the top seeds are allowed to select their Week 1 playoff matchups as per the Lomas-Pitts rule. The 3rd edition of the PTFFL Turkey Bowl takes place at the PV Field, with Team Nat winning yet again. Lomas misses the Turkey Bowl for the first time ever, but does not miss his opportunity in the fantasy playoffs. He goes on to defeat Falicetti and Nat in the finals and is our current defending champion.